I will be a nurse that will be interviewing a patient that is being admitted to the mental health unit.
Hi, Sammy.
Hello.
My name's Dan. I'm one of the nurses that's going to come and process your admission. So first of all, how are you feeling today?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, so what's kind of brought you into the hospital?
Oh, well, I wasn't feeling too well.
Oh.
So, I thought something was going wrong. So I just thought maybe, have a checkup and
Sure, okay.
doctors might give me something to help me. So
I see.
yeah.
Well, first and foremost, I guess we're just going to go through your admission, and part of it is that we're going to do a screening tool, what we know as the audit.
Yeah.
Which is basically just to kind of assess what your general health is like, as well as your alcohol consumption. Is that okay if we do that?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, sorry, what was your age? Sorry.
I'm 43.
43. Thank
Yeah.
you, sir. So I guess first and foremost, how often do you drink alcohol?
Mostly on the weekends, to be honest.
Mostly on the
With
weekends.
friends, yeah. Socially.
Does that happen every week?
Almost every weekend.
Almost every weekend.
Yeah, sometimes not, but most of the weekends I drink. Yeah,
Okay.
but not on the weekdays. Yeah.
Okay. Is that because it's just, are you doing that for just to?
Yeah, well, when I see the friends and family, I work on the weekdays and then just have a bit of a fun on the weekends. So that's
Okay.
why I just
Cool.
work a bit of a drinking. Yeah, just socially, I just have some fun. So.
Yeah. What's your usual go-to for drinks?
I start with beer. I drink. I can 10, 15
10 to 15 beers, what, a day or the week?
on the weekends. Yeah.
On the weekends.
Like for example, if I start drinking on Saturday, I can have 10 to 15 beers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's quite a considerable amount.
Yeah. That's what I drink. Yeah. So sometimes 10, sometimes it can go. It depends upon the
Depends on the occasion, eh?
the occasion. Yes.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Well, so it's, now that I've kind of gauged, so you're kind of drinking quite 10 beers plus.
Yeah.
Almost every weekend.
Almost every weekend. Yeah.
Almost every
You're right.
weekend. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me ask you. Usually over the last year, were you able to feel like you weren't able to necessarily stop drinking once you've started, or what kind of encourages you to kind of continue on after 2 beers or 3 beers? What makes you want to go for 10 beers on?
But just when you're friends, they are drinking as well. Sometimes if I don't want to, they just ask me, let's have another one, and have some fun, and then we just keep on drinking.
So part of it is just kind of continuing the fun.
Continuing the fun, and then then at one point of time I just can't drink it anymore, and then I just stop it. I'll just go home and sleep.
I see.
So sometimes if I have 2, 3, I don't get the the kind of the pleasure basically. So I just keep on drinking till I feel like.
So you use it to kind of help yourself.
Help myself, yeah.
Feel a little bit more.
A little bit more high kind of a thing.
Oh, okay. So it makes you just have a better experience.
Better
when you're going
experience,
on. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me ask you this now. After having drinks, do you ever feel like you fail to do things that you do normally during the days?
Oh yes, I think so. Yeah, it can happen. Sometimes I feel like I'm too. I mean, it happens normally when I drink, and the next day you feel a bit hung up, and you feel like headaches, and you can't concentrate on things. It can happen. I mean, then next day, I don't feel like sometimes going to work, I call sick.
How frequently do you do that?
2, 3 times a month, 3, 4, 4 times sometimes.
So almost weekly.
Yeah, I mean, if I drink too much, then I just sometimes can't go to work because it started early morning, and then I don't feel like going to work. So it started 2 times a month, and then it just kept on increasing. So that's nearly almost every week. Mostly on Mondays basically. I just can't. Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't sound very good at all, does it?
No, yeah, I mean, you're right. It shouldn't happen, but it happens. A bit of a,
Well, do you ever feel like when you wake up in the morning, that you have to have a drink at all?
it wasn't like that, but I think from the past,
You wouldn't ever feel like you need to wake up and then go for a drink right away, would you?
it wasn't like that, but it has started now.
It has
a
started.
little bit. I feel a bit, but I don't drink on the weekdays. But I feel a kind of a little bit of a craving for it, but I just somehow I manage not to do it.
So you managed not to do it?
I
Okay.
manage not to do it, yeah.
I'm glad to hear.
But I'm not sure how long can I, stop that.
I
That
see.
thing, yeah.
So, I don't know, kind of judging from what you're saying, you do have good insight into understanding the effects of alcohol. Do you ever feel over the last year any guilt or regret after drinking?
Little bit, not
Not too much?
I mean, I feel like I shouldn't do it, but then I still do it. Things like that. Yeah.
Let's see. And after drinking, just kind of judging from when you're saying drinking until you can't drink anymore.
Yeah.
So how regularly would you be able to, or how regularly would you forget about what's kind of happened during the night, or are you able to kind of remember quite well?
No, to be honest, I just next day I don't remember too much.
Right. And
yeah.
That's weekly because you're saying that you've been drinking almost every
and I
week.
don't remember too much information about the next day. Yeah.
Let's see.
So,
Well, kind of coming from that, because obviously kind of remembering what's happened to you, do you ever kind of come home with just kind of injuries on your body, like scratches or bruises on yourself at all?
I remember a couple of times, but it hasn't happened too often.
A couple of
A couple of times I saw some bruises, but it hasn't happened too often. Yeah.
Okay, I
So
see.
far,
And what about to anyone else? Would you be engaging in any kind of like altercations that would result
Oh
in
yeah,
you
arguments.
having-
Yeah. Oh yeah, the verbal arguments have happened. Yeah.
What about physical kind of altercations?
It has happened a couple of times. Yeah.
I see.
A couple of times it has happened. Yeah. It's verbal. It starts as a verbal, and then we start arguing about it. Then a couple of times it has happened to me. That's what I remember. Yeah.
Who would that usually be with, if you don't mind me
So
asking?
mostly the mates, you just get a bit angry. They start arguing about. Then I start arguing with them, and then it goes further, angry, and then sometimes, a couple of times we just it was physical altercation. Yeah.
I see.
Luckily I didn't get injured or anything, but it happened.
Does it require you to go to the hospital?
I went hospital once. Yeah. I went
Right.
hospital once.
Was that just because of just being?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So I went to ED, the emergency department. They did some X-rays and things like that. Yeah. So
Oh, I
but
see.
luckily I didn't get any like a serious fracture or anything, but it was like bruises and things like that.
And you didn't have to get police involved in anything at all?
No,
like this,
luckily
or-
not. Yeah. No, police weren't involved there. Just,
Yeah, because like I guess that kind of detrimental to kind of your relationship with your friends.
Yeah, well, you're right, yeah, but happens sometimes. What can you do? We just get drunk and just get angry and.
Well, how about your family? Do they have any kind of concerns about your
Yeah,
drinking?
of course they have. Yeah, I mean, they are concerned. They start getting more concerned about me now, like because initially it was just a couple of beers and that's it, but now they've got more and more, and they're worried about it now. Yeah.
So it's kind of started when they were eyeballing
Eyeballing
but
it,
then
yeah.
as it's kind of increased,
Yeah, that's right.
they're a little bit more concerned.
They're a bit concerned about it. Yeah.
Have you talked to a doctor or another health worker about it?
Not
before?
to be honest, no, I haven't yet. This is, but I didn't. To be honest, I didn't know who to talk about it. To be honest,
Oh, okay.
I was just thinking. I did some searching on the Google, but couldn't find any. I don't know who to talk about it. So.
Okay. Well, hopefully I can give you a hand with that one.
Oh,
Okay.
thanks for that. Yeah.
But
interesting, yeah.
yeah, I guess they have people like your family suggest that you get help, or are they just kind of very laid back about it, or even your friends as well that drink with you? Have they kind of shown any concerns at all?
Some of them have told me about it. Yeah, they're a bit concerned about it. Obviously, yeah, especially some of the friends. Yeah, so
Well, this is just basically the questionnaire
Yeah.
that you and I have kind of filled out to get, gone through. Basically, I've interviewed you and kind of gone through.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
From what we've kind of discussed,
Mhm.
it seems that you do have meet the hazardous and harmful, as you can see here. Okay.
Yeah,
So you're at the risk level
all right.
after being scored
20%.
19,
Yeah,
18, sorry.
yeah,
So basically what that means is that you do understand that there is a problem, okay? And that, hopefully kind of after our discussion,
Yeah.
we can kind of point you in the right way. Okay?
oh yeah, all right.
Firstly, do you know what the kind of happens to your body after drinking large amounts of alcohol, or the harm related with alcohol?
I just feel drowsy, I forget
Feel
things,
drowsy,
and
feel
sometimes I don't know which day it is, which date it is.
Sorry, that's what
Sometimes
you.
I don't know where I am, so.
Right, I see. And what about kind of, just physical things? So
Yeah, I had a fall once, yeah.
you had a fall?
I had a fall once, yeah. So
Okay. Anything else that you can think of at all?
angry, obviously you get angry, you just start getting arguments with other people, and sometimes you just get in a scuffle, with other people, so yeah, things like that.
Okay, well, I appreciate you understanding the kind of like the behavioural and social
Yeah.
aspect of it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of going to try to draw you focus on a few more things. So, for example, do you have cancer as a thing that occurs in your family?
I don't remember anyone.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see. Or do you have anyone in your family that has cardiovascular disease,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
high blood pressure?
Definitely, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
just so that you understand as well, and I hope you don't mind, is that the harms associated with alcohol are kind of from both physical, your mental health as well,
Yeah.
as well as a whole bunch of social aspects. So some of it includes increasing your risk of cancer to at least like seven different body organs.
Really helpful that.
Yeah, it worsens your cardiovascular system. You get more susceptible to getting a stroke. Not to mention the amount of damage you do to your liver, the scarring of it, which is what we call liver cirrhosis, and other diseases associated with it. In terms of your mental health as well, so obviously you've kind of been referred to us in the mental health unit here for your mental health. So alcohol does play a significant role in terms of your mental health. So that's something for you to consider and take on.
To be honest, I didn't know about these things, so.
And I mean, you understand about kind of that injury to yourself and injury to others as well, whether that was, unintentional on your part, because most of the time you're drinking alcohol. And not to mention, kind of outside of here, potential high risk activities. So people who do drink driving, and as you see on the news, there's plenty of events about
Of course, I see that.
unfortunate incidences regarding deaths or cars.
Intoxicated.
Exactly that. So you do understand it. You know it. It's just kind of making that relation to it. Okay. And there's violence. Fortunately, it's kind of just with your friends. Well, sorry, I wouldn't say fortunately, but thankfully, it's kind of going to your friends. But then, as you kind of recognize the behavior, you don't want it to go to your family, because that's where kind of it becomes much more concerning as well. And I guess it is a situation where we need to be making sure that you're mindful of. Okay. So kind of after what I've kind of explained to you about the harms related to it, what are you feeling?
Yeah, now I started getting, actually, to be very honest, worried about my health now, because I didn't know those kind of cardio. You said something about cardio or something.
Yeah, affects the cardiovascular system.
And strokes. I got a family, so I don't want to get sick. I will definitely go and do something about it. I need something to do about it.
Okay.
physical health. Yeah.
Well, what do you think you can do, kind of moving forward from what we've discussed?
Well, what I'm thinking about is, when I, meet my friends and we start drinking about it, maybe just, try to minimize those, meeting those people, who drink a lot.
Mm.
So
try just selecting the group.
Down, and slowing down slowly, because if I'm like 15 beers, I would just maybe stick with 5, maybe a 6.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then slowing down.
Yeah, slowly.
Slowly. I mean, So, and not mixing up with people who are really, who drink a lot. So maybe this might help. Yeah, because there are mates, they drink a lot, so they just tell me, I have another one, I have another couple of, and then you just lost count of how many you got. So.
Well, it's good that you see that. It's really good.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I'll show you what, on the card that I've kind of shown you about where you are at risk, okay, you'll see here that there are quite a number of things that do benefit you in terms of you cutting down on your alcohol, okay, so you sleep better, you get more energy, which, will be very helpful for you being able to go to work and kind of spend time with your family and friends. That no hangover bit there, this is quite good to not feel a hangover, so things like eating before you go drinking, making sure you're keeping topped up with your water as well, better memory, obviously, keeping your body in shape as well, because beers, you get that beer belly, as you understand. Your mood will generally improve as well, okay, and
save money as well.
Exactly.
Save money as well.
Because alcohol's not exactly cheap in Australia.
Oh,
so no, it's good that you kind of come up with these strategies. Okay. Other things you can kind of approach with is just exactly that. Finding a good set of people that can help you with just kind of moderating your drinks. Other people have found methods of just keeping track of drinks as well, which might be quite important. So people have said previously in the past, kind of written it down on their arm, just making a strike on their arm, or other technologically savvy people would use their phone, using an app on the phone as well. But considering that you do drink beers, it does seem that you do understand how much standard drink is in a beer, which is good. I think it's really good that you've kind of focusing on reducing from 20 or 15 beers or so to kind of 5, which is a good start, don't get me wrong. I do recommend that you do get in contact. Well, I'll refer you to our outpatient clinic. They'll be able to kind of liaise with you more in terms of other strategies that you can kind of implement to help you with it, because obviously your mental health is quite important, and if you kind of get on top of this as well, it just eliminates one other potential bump, I guess, on the road in terms of your mental health and the recovery, as well as kind of everything else that comes with your physical health with alcohol. Okay, is that something you'd be interested in?
No, that's great. Thanks for that.
So and also please feel free to there is another website called Alcohol Think Again.
All right.
Just have a look at that. There are plenty of public resources available for you. So
thanks for that.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
That's all. That's
I appreciate it.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.